Hi there, my name's Ross Crawford and welcome to the Redditch Standard Podcast. Today I'm joined in the studio by somebody called Sam Bayles, and Sam has got the most wonderful thing to tell us about. It's a fitness fiesta which is happening on leap year this year, and it's a first for Redditch. It's happening on February the 29th, and over to you, Sam. Welcome to the studio.
Oh, thank you very much. We've got what's called a Fitfest at the Abbey Stadium on the 29th of February. One of the reasons why we decided to do it is the fact that this year is our leap year. So why not offer something to Redditch and Redditch residents and surrounding areas in the way of fitness fun? Because purely this day is normally, as they say, the day when a woman can officially propose to a man. So we are proposing to Redditch to join in some fitness fun.
And it's all of Redditch you're proposing to as well,
Absolutely,
isn't it?
yes. And our current members, people that have not been to the gym for a while, maybe stuck in a rut, want something to do. It's just something completely different. It's an event that we've never done before. We've got presenters from around the country offering different types of workouts that have not been done in Redditch either, so it's really exciting.
And it's open to everyone from 16 to 96 or 106,
Absolutely. The age is there's no measure on age. All you need to do is contact the Abbey Stadium by reception on 01527 60206 or pop in to grab some details of the event and buy a ticket from there. The one thing I can say about the Fitfest, hand on heart, is we haven't done this for profit. We're not making any money at all. Normally a day like this would cost around £40 in any event around the country. We're only charging 15.
So it's a bargain as well.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And tell me what the sort of things I can do there. I mean, look at me. I'm getting on in life. I don't do enough exercise. What are the sort of attractions that you've got laid on at the Abbey? Okay,
well, we've got over 20 classes on offer, 4 rooms offering different types of workouts. So we offer workouts for all types of people. So we've got a stretch room where we're offering Pilates and yoga. So if you're new to exercise, that's something we would suggest maybe you try. We've got a HIIT room, which is where our high-intensity classes are, but we're also doing something called STEP. Now, back in the day, I used to do STEP. As a non-instructor, because I'm one of the instructors at the Abbey, and I'm actually teaching this programme on the Fitfest. And I always remember doing STEP on a box that was made by a lady called Helen, and we used to go every Tuesday and Thursday night. So it's nice to bring something back that used to be out into the community. So high intensity in that studio. In our sports hall, we're offering a programme called Fight Club, which is
it's boxing. Not punching people, is it?
Well, it's a bag. So it's a freestanding boxing bag where a group of people stand around and you do some boxing moves on a bag with kicks as well to music. But that's for all levels. So if you're new to exercise, you could actually do that as well. We've got Boogie Bounce, which is on a mini trampoline. We've got Jenny, the founder of that programme, coming down to teach. With Fight Club, we've got the founder of that programme coming down to teach. We've also got something called Piloxing. I don't know if you've heard of that, anyone?
Piloxing?
No?
No idea. What's that?
So Piloxing is how it sounds. It's Pilates with boxing. So they called it Piloxing. So it's a bit of Pilates moves and boxing as well to music. We've also got indoor cycling as well. So we've got 5 programmes in our indoor cycling studio. And that, again, is for mixed ability. So there is something for everyone on that day.
Wow. And what about gentle exercise? Just sort of moving gently. I mean, it all seems sort of high intensity to me.
No, we've got Shabam as well, which is a nice dance programme. Pilates is a mat-based programme in the Holistic Studio where you're working with your core and your muscular strength and balance. Yoga is also stretch poses. That's mat-based as well. So you're not necessarily jumping around when you're doing those 2 programmes. And dancing, well, everybody likes to have a dance, don't they? So none of that. It can be as high or as low intensity as you wish. Depends how excited you get.
Even I was on the dance floor on Saturday night. I managed to drag myself out of a chair. And tell me, it doesn't matter what shape or size you are either, does it?
Absolutely not. We're trying to reach out to people of all ages and genders, men and women. We've got members who have been with us for a few years now, and they're what we call our veterans. When we're launching this event, what we want to do is try and get people in who have never done exercise before, or those that are stuck in a rut, or those that haven't been for a while that want to try something new. And our members will share their experiences with them. So we want to create a non-intimidating atmosphere, which is what it's like at the Abbey Stadium anyway. So it's something where you don't need to be worried about walking through that front door, because as soon as you walk through, I guarantee you there'll be a smiley face.
Oh, that's good. To greet you as you come through.
Absolutely.
And there's also loads of facilities, other facilities at the Abbey as well. There's a cafe and there's going to be showers.
Showers, changing
lockers,
rooms. Yep.
Everything laid on for you.
Nutritional offers on our protein shakes as well. We've also got our gym instructors around for nutritional advice to help people with anything that they want to talk about, some advice on exercises as well. Because it's not just about your shape and how you are. This is also about mental health, and with the recent press, we want to say to people, be kind to yourself as well. I've got hands-on experience in mental health, where I had a very bad experience last year. Unfortunately, I had a massive fire in my house, and I was out of my home for 10 months.
Wow.
Yeah, and exercise and teaching is what got me through.
My goodness, you poor thing, you poor thing, and that's absolutely true. As we were talking earlier, I do a bit of cycling, and the great thing about cycling is you just blank everything out. All you're concentrating on is your breathing, obviously the road, because
that's it.
Got to look out for those cars and lorries, and it's just a great way of getting away from it all.
Absolutely, and if you do cycling, Ross, that means you need to stretch as well. So we could always do a few stretches if you wish right now.
I was afraid you were going to say that. Go on, do a demo, and I'll describe what you're doing, and then you can describe what I'm doing when
Okay, right. Shall we do it?
Yeah, we'll do it. And if I rip my trousers,
we'll do some standing stretches where we won't rip your trousers.
Okay,
right. Okay. So if you're doing cycling, one of the exercises that you need to do is you're using your leg muscles. So you need to stretch what we call the quadriceps and the hamstrings and the calves. So an easy calf stretch is you place 1 foot forwards, take one leg back, push that front knee forward so you can feel the stretch at the back of your leg. So that stretches the calf muscle. So we keep the knee in line with the toe. Come on then, Ross.
I'm just looking to see what she's doing there. And
so you've got the front knee bent, and then that's it, the leg back. So place your heel down, keep your chest up. You should feel a stretch at the back of your calf there. Normally we hold a stretch for about 30 seconds, and then we change legs, so we place the other foot in front, bend that front knee, and the left, that's it, the leg back straight, keep the chest up. So that's just a normal calf stretch. Have you ripped your trousers yet, Ross?
No, they're still holding on in there. Good old M&S stitching there.
Okay, and then we're going to do a hamstring stretch. So this time we bend the back knee and take one leg forwards. We sit the hips back, and then we're stretching out the back of the leg and keep our chest up. So hands on top of your thighs.
I'm just going to take a look. Hang on a sec.
Yeah. So you've got one leg forwards, this knee bend,
yeah,
and we push the hips back, and you should feel a stretch from the back of the knee up. So that's from your hamstrings. So I'll show you from the side.
Yeah.
So you push the butt back.
Yeah.
That's it. Hamstring stretch. There you go.
I can feel that.
We won't get you to do the quad stretch in case you rip your trousers.
Shall we do the other leg?
The other leg. So take that leg forwards first, and then you sit back. So what you need to do is, that's it, bend the back knee and sit the hips back, and that stretches your hamstrings. One leg is straight, one leg is bent. The front leg is straight. Okay, cool.
Yeah, front leg is straight.
Just a couple of stretches there for you.
Wow, and I could feel the stretch there. And the great thing about those stretches is that I don't end up rolling around on the floor trying to stretch.
Stretching is really important.
Yeah.
Because without the length of your muscles, you've got no strength in the muscles. So when you've got muscles, at the end of each muscle is a tendon, which attaches to the bone. If your muscles are tight, then that's where you've got risk of injury. So it's really important to stretch the muscles after exercise to keep the length. That's what gets you the strength.
I suppose it'll also add, you'd be taller as well, wouldn't you? If you stretch your legs, stretch those muscles out, you feel a bit taller as well.
Yeah, definitely, and then your muscular strength and balance as well. It's really good for you. Yeah.
I've got to admit, it's the one thing I don't tend to do, or else it will come as an afterthought. I should have done a bit of stretching.
Yeah, we definitely don't stretch enough, and that's sometimes where people get injured because they don't stretch, which is really, really important. You should do it daily life. If people have back problems, you'll normally go and see a physio, and they'll give you a list of stretches to do. So if you've got knee problems, you'll always be given stretches to do, because I'm actually a qualified sports therapist as well, so I kind of know my stuff.
Goodness me. Wow, but we're talking about injury here, but this is all about fun and just gently introducing yourself to exercise.
Absolutely. It's going to be a day of fitness fun for everyone and anyone from the age of 16. Really looking forward to it. We've got our own internal instructors teaching for us. So we've got around 25 instructors at the Abbey Stadium. Quite a few of them are teaching for us on the day. And then we've got our presenters who are coming down to teach for us as well. So it's just something completely new. We've also got something called Paloxin Knockout as well. So that's
Where do they get these names from?
Which is a high-intensity programme, which is HIIT training. So you're doing paloxin and boxing with a bit of HIIT training in between as well. So it's all great.
Goodness me. And it's all to music as well, isn't it?
All to music, hip, hop, funky music.
Oh, wow. So you could go along, and even if you're not doing any exercise, perhaps while you're waiting to do some exercise, you can have a little boogie on the spot, can't you?
Yeah, we've got a balcony that hovers over the sports hall, so you can always stand and watch as well. So you can always pop down. We've got membership offers on during the day for our memberships as well, so lots going on. That's
good. That's great. And I know that, given the profile of Redditch, we could all do with being just a little bit fitter as well, couldn't we?
Definitely. It's just all about moving. It's encouraging people to come in, try something new, see how you feel, talk to one of our experts, and we're there to help. Because I can guarantee you, once you've done a class, you will feel so much better about yourself afterwards. It's that feeling of well-being. That's what it's all about as well.
Endorphins, isn't it? Is it endorphins?
Yeah, it is. Happy hormones, they call them. Yeah, you just feel great after you've done it.
Yeah. So there we are then. The Abbey Stadium is proposing... Oh, I'm sorry, I'm just got a frog in my throat there. The Abbey Stadium is proposing to the people of Redditch to come on down on February the 29th.
Yeah.
What day is that?
That's a Saturday.
That's a Saturday,
We start from 8 a.m. in the morning, and the last class is at 4 p.m, which is called Body Combat, which is where I'll be teaching with 2 other instructors, which is a martial arts programme designed to music. It's real good fun. So lots of kicking and punching. So all to music.
Yeah, and you won't get hurt either.
No, you can't hurt anyone. You can think about something that you want to hit, but it's all in fresh air.
That's great. So it starts at 8 o'clock, goes all the way through the day. It only costs, this is amazing, it only costs £15.
Yeah, only £15. And to get a ticket, all you need to do is either visit our Facebook page, which is just Abbey Stadium, or check on our Instagram page, or pop down, or give us a call, and we can sort you out a ticket from there.
Sounds fantastic. And for that amount of money, it could change your life, couldn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. We've had a lot of people that have joined, and we've also got an inspiration board at the Abbey Stadium with people's experiences where their lives have changed completely from joining the Abbey Stadium, through meeting friends, feeling healthier and fitter. So it's not just about people shaping and toning. A lot of it is mental health. It's about feeling better about yourself. So I'm definitely an advocate for that, 100%.
Sam, that is fantastic. So the message to the people of Redditch is accept that proposal on the 29th of February, pop on down to the Abbey Stadium, book your ticket and have a great day out.
Yep, absolutely, and I'll be there.
Fantastic. We're going to cut now because we're going to go to Claire, who's going to tell us all about what's on in Redditch. And over to you, Claire.
For all the things to do and see this week, it's Claire Bullivant with this week's What's On Guide.
Thanks, Ross. Yes, my top picks of things to see and do this weekend in the Redditch, Bromsgrove and Droitwich areas are as follows. We may be slightly flooded at the moment, but that doesn't stop us Worcestershire people, does it? On Saturday, the 22nd of February, we're having a picnic. Yes, you heard me correctly. It's a community winter picnic, and it's all happening at Redditch Library. So don't worry, you won't be sitting outside freezing in a field somewhere or anything like that. But there is going to be food, dance, face painting, crafts, and lots of food and entertainment. Bring some food yourself to share and get there for about 11 a.m. until 3 p.m. And you'll have a great old time and also get to know some of your Redditch neighbours better. The event is absolutely free and it's being hosted by Redditch Borough Council. Thank you, Redditch Borough Council. And we hope to see you there on Saturday in Redditch between 11 and 3 p.m. Then on Saturday evening, loads of live music going on all over the place. A Legend will be performing at the Hop Hole Inn in Bromsgrove on Saturday. Great local band there. Witcher, another great local band, will be on at the Old Black Cross on the Worcester Road in Bromsgrove on Saturday night. Floyd in the Flesh, the fabulous Pink Floyd tribute band, they're going to be at the Palace Theatre in Redditch on Saturday night. And if you haven't seen these guys before, you're going to love them, especially if you like Pink Floyd or love Pink Floyd like I do. You're in for a real treat. You'll be taken on a musical journey through all of the classical Floyd tracks, hits like Another Brick in the Wall and Wish You Were Here. They also do a breathtaking performance of Great Gig in the Sky and Comfortably Numb, featuring some of the country's most talented musicians. This really is a show not to be missed by any fan of amazing live music. There's also a light and laser show and authentic projections up on that iconic circular screen that they do in their concerts. And they tell me you may even see appearances from inflatable characters like Algie the Pig and Schoolmaster. It's going to be a great night. 8 p.m. start at the Palace Theatre in Redditch on Saturday evening. Get your tickets quick from the Palace Theatre website. There's also live music over at the Black Tap in Redditch on Saturday night with the Pale Riders and Quill. They're going to be on at the Rocklands Club on Saturday evening. If you haven't seen Quill before, you've probably heard of them actually if you're from around Birmingham, as they've been going since about 1972 apparently. Amazing. They are a 7-piece band from around Birmingham which blends rock, folk, Americana style of music with a unique blend of drums and percussion, violin and beautiful vocal harmonies. Last year saw them launch a brand new lineup with the legendary drummer Bevan, known all over the world as a member of ELO, The Move, Black Sabbath, etc. So yeah, it's going to be a great show on Saturday night. Get your tickets from the Rocklands Club in Redditch. And it's also going to be a great show over in Bromsgrove on Saturday evening with Barnstormers Comedy at Artrix, 8 p.m. start there. Always a great lineup. And I have to say, I have a very special spot for comedy at the Artrix, as I did my first comedy stand-up show there. Such a lovely crowd. And although it was probably the most terrifying thing I've ever done in my whole life, it was also one of the best. Support local comedy, guys. We all need to laugh. Barnstormerscomedy.com is a great place to start. You can find out all the details of their gigs and definitely try and catch their show on Saturday at the Artrix in Bromsgrove. Then on Sunday, the 23rd of February, if anyone is getting married, do check out the Wedding Open Day happening at Abbey Hotel in Redditch. Free entry, 11 a.m. until 3 p.m. I understand you get a free glass of fizz and some canopies too, so that's a bonus. And these events are really great at getting ideas and just meeting the experts and wedding suppliers, etc. It's a lovely hotel too, great place to get married, great facilities and lovely countryside for all those pics, so do check it out. Then on Sunday evening, more comedy at Artrix with Tom Stade. He's direct from the Edinburgh Festival, so join Tom as he attempts to figure out exactly where he fits into this emerging new world of feelings and FaceTime. Exactly when did he and all his stuff become vintage, he tells us, and why he didn't see it coming. I know exactly how he feels. You'll have seen him on Channel 4's Comedy Gala, Michael McIntyre's Comedy Roadshow, The John Bishop Show, and live at the Apollo. Now you can see him at Artrix in Bromsgrove on Sunday night. Get your tickets quick. Then a few events for next week. On Tuesday, the 25th of February, there's an evening with Anne Cleves at Artrix. She's the author of 2 of the most popular TV series, Shetland and also Vera. So it should be a great night. You get to hear all about the all behind the scenes types of things and being such an incredible writer. 7:30 p.m. start there on Tuesday evening. And then on Wednesday, the 26th of February, book your tickets for Simon Brodkin's comedy at the Palace Theatre in Redditch. After 3 hugely successful BBC series as Lee Nelson, multiple sellout tours and various court appearances following world-famous stunts on Theresa May and Donald Trump and Kanye West, etc., the award-winning comedian unleashes his funniest creation yet, he tells us, which is himself. 8 p.m. on Wednesday in Redditch. All the details on his website, simonbrodkin.com. Obviously, there are loads more things going on this week, so do check out the full listings in the paper and on our websites. And remember, if you have an event going on, do let us know at the Redditch, Ulster, Bromsgrove and Droitwich standards so we can let everyone know. Have a great week. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Claire. Loads and loads going on in Redditch this weekend. And we're back with Sam, who's been telling us all about the fitness fiesta, Fitfest, at the Abbey Stadium. And we're just going to chat through a couple of news stories that are going to be in this week's Redditch Standard. And keen readers will know that last week the poor old Alexandra Hospital and Worcestershire Royal were lambasted really by the Care Quality Commission because of the state of the A&E departments there, that they were overcrowded and patients were waiting too long in ambulances before they were transferred into the hospital. And we had a call from a chap called Norman Wheatley, who's a Redditch guy, and he was singing the praises of the staff, particularly at Worcestershire Royal, and the ambulance staff. Poor old Norman suffered myocardial infarction, which apparently is a heart attack.
Oh, wow. And
he collapsed, and his wife rang for the ambulance, and it was in the days when they used to sit at McDonald's Island at the foot of Oakenshaw, and they were there within 5 minutes, and he said they were absolutely brilliant, knew exactly what to do, took him straight to Worcestershire Royal, no waiting for him, he was straight in, sorted him out, and then he did his recovery at the Alex, and the staff were just fantastic. So it just goes to show that, despite everything that the CQC says, we do get fantastic care at our hospitals.
I totally agree. I think they all work extremely hard. They're all faced with challenges, aren't they, at the hospitals, and they work hours and hours to help people. And I know some people that have had experiences at the Alex, and they've praised them non-end for the care.
Well, that's right. And I think it's something that the CQC brought out. It's not the staff. The staff are brilliant. It's the buildings. The buildings are too small. A&E at the Alex was too small. Worcestershire Royal is too small. They just can't get the patients through because the demand is so great. So Norman's story, he's a bit of a guitarist. He plays music at Warwick Folk Club, and he's in this week's paper. And moving on, also the big news at the moment is the flooding. I was down at Arrow Valley Lake on Sunday, and the water was, I've never seen it so high. It was overflowing the embankment. It was incredible.
I saw that on the Redditch Spotted. There was a video footage of that. It looked terrible.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, just water everywhere. Yeah. And I know I was chatting to one of the guys, one of the flood wardens at Ulster, because at Ulster, the River Arrow and the River Ong meet in the middle of Ulster. And it's they got pretty close to flooding Ulster, and they're thinking of increasing the height of something called berms, which are sort of big mounds of earth, just to make sure that the river doesn't flood too much and flood the homes.
Wow.
And you were saying you've had experience of flooding, Sam.
Yeah, with the fire I had last year, through the explosion, I had burst pipes. So when I arrived at my home, it was flooded all downstairs. So I lost most of the contents of my home through the flood, as well as the fire. But yeah, it's not pleasant at all.
It's miserable, isn't it?
It is. You lose a lot of things, and it's just devastation. So I feel really sorry for those that have been subject to a flood, because they literally haven't got time to get out their homes. They've got to quickly get things and get out.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it looks like while the emergency is still carrying on in down the River Severn and on the River Team, it looks like, I think the Arrow and the Olne, I think they're out of danger. They've still got an amber warning on them, but I think the Environment Agency are taking care of the situation there.
We had so much rain, haven't we?
I know, it's biblical, isn't it?
Yeah, so much rain. Two storms within a week of each other.
Within a week of each other, yeah.
Causing devastation everywhere. It's such a shame.
Yeah. And who knows when the next one's going to arrive.
Well, I'm hoping for the spring. Hopefully on the 29th of February, the next day, we'll have some sun. We're into March then.
Absolutely. So, that's about it from me. Thanks again to Claire for doing all our sound and all our listings for What's On. Thanks too to Sam for coming in.
You're welcome.
29th of February, I might just pop down there and take a look at what's going on.
Fantastic. I look forward to seeing you then. I'll look out for you.
Yeah. Well, I'll be there and I'll be in me. Do I need to bring any clothes, any tracky bottoms or?
Yeah, we would suggest you wear comfortable clothing. So trainers, tracksuit bottoms and a loose T-shirt. Bring a drink with you. We do provide drinks. So if you need bottled water, we've got water fountains to refill. And we've also sell other drinks as well. So Lucasade and other drinks for everybody just to welcome themselves to, help themselves to.
Okay, sounds great. I'll see you there. In the meantime, I'm off to do some stretches.
Okay, well, good luck.
Thanks for coming in, Sam.
You're welcome.
My name's Ross Crawford. I'm the editor of the Redditch Standard. You've been listening to our podcast with the amazing Sam Bayles, who's been a fitness instructor for 15 years, and she looks fantastic on the back of it. You too can look as good as Sam by popping along to the fitness day. If you want to get in touch with us, you can call me on 01527 588 697. You can email me at editor@redditchstandard.co.uk or at ross.crawford@bullivantmedia.com. And don't forget to check out all your latest news at www.redditchstandard.co.uk. Thanks for listening.